بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم. My dear brothers, guests, my dear sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear brothers, Allah Rabbul Izzat, every creation that Allah Rabbul Izzat has created, when Allah Rabbul Izzat has sent that creation in this world, Allah has given them the entire ilm of how to live their lives, except humans. Humans come in this world illiterate. When they come in this world, they know absolutely nothing about how to live their lives. A fish, the moment it comes out of its egg, starts swimming. The mother doesn't have to teach how to swim. The father doesn't have to teach how to swim. They don't go to any madrasa, they don't go to any school, they don't go to any institute. Allah has already given them that way of how to live their life. A small chicken inside an egg, a solid egg. Who has taught that chicken to start hitting that egg with its beak? It's inside the egg. It starts hitting the egg with its beak and starts breaking it up. Who's taught that chicken? Allah has taught that chicken. So it breaks the shell of the egg and it comes out and it starts walking. And who's told that chicken? Who's told that chicken that this particular hen is your mother? Allah has given that chicken that way. The moment it comes out, it starts eating itself. A small rat, the moment it sees a cat, immediately just runs away. Who's taught that? Rat. That particular cat is an enemy of yours. Allah has given them their aim of how to live their life. That is the reason. And it is exactly according to that ilm that every makhluk of Allah lives their lives in this world. That is the reason that tomorrow, on the day of the judgment, Allah will not question a dog as to why did that dog bit someone's leg. The dog will say, oh Allah, you created me on the fitrat of being a dog. I lived my life exactly the way you had ordained. I lived on that fitrat. So please don't put me in it. The sun comes out every day. It's a huge makhluk of Allah. A colossal makhluk of Allah. But having said that, Allah has binded the sun. It does not have its own will. The sun does not have its own will. It comes out every day for 24 hours or how so many hours and goes and sets in the west. It doesn't say to Allah was been coming out since God knows how many days. Give me a day's break or give me 5 minutes break, 10 minutes break. If they would have had their will, a cow would have said, I have given milk yesterday, no more milk for the next whole week. The chicken would have said, what do you want from me? I just gave you 10 eggs so many days ago. I'm going on a holiday to get it. When I'll come back, I'll think about it. But Allah has taken their will away from them. They don't have that will in them. So every makhluk of Allah that has come in this world has come educated, literate, with its ilm to lead their lives. You put meat in front of a goat, and you say, no, I can't eat this. I'll get food poisoning. Get my grass, I'll eat my grass. You put that glass in front of the lion will say, no, this is not for me. No matter how hungry the lion will not eat the grass. Because it has been ordained to live its life in a particular way. Allah has given him his ilm, and he will exactly lead his life according to the ilm that Allah has given him. This actually means that the entire kainat, the entire universe is absolutely 100% obedient to Allah, except humans. They're all obedient to Allah. They're all. That is the reason. That is the reason why these birds, when they wake up in the morning, they don't have any asbab of earning their rizq. They don't have any asbab of earning their rizq. They don't have their shops. They don't have any factories. They don't have any offices. Nothing. Right? But they wake up empty stomach and they leave their nests, they go away, but in the evening when they come back, they have full stomachs. Right? So they have a direct connection with Allah. They have a direct connection with Allah. There was this very pious man, right? One day, as he was traveling, he was very thirsty. He came across a well. So he was very happy. Oh my God! Finally, I come to a well, and I can drink some water from it. So what he does is, as he looks inside the well, he sees that the water is like really deep down, and he's like, oh my God! Now I have to wait for someone to come here so that they can put their bucket inside and take the bucket out. So he just goes and sits at a slight distance from the well, waiting for someone to come in with the bucket. In the meantime, he sees a deer running in, coming towards the well. A deer, right? And the moment the deer comes near the well, the deer looks inside the well and sees that the water is like really deep. And the very next moment, the deer looks up. And keeps looking up. And that pious man said that I suddenly saw the water just coming up. And the water came up. And the moment it came up, the deer drank the water, and looked up again, and went away. And the water went down. So, that is the reason why sometimes our elders say that if we become obedient to Allah, the way these birds and these animals are, Allah Rabbul Izzat is going to provide us our rizq exactly the way Allah provides them their rizq, without any asbab. And actually these animals are a great mushahida of La ilaha illallah. There is no ilah except Allah. There is no raziq except Allah. There is no hafiz except Allah. So, but the humans, we are different. We are different. For us, it's a different story. For us, Allah says, فَأَلْهَمَهَا فُجُورَهَا وَتَقْوَاهَا. No, you're different from them. I have given you the option of selecting right or wrong. Why? Because for us, there is this examination. For us, there is this, heaven and hell is created. For us, paradise and Jahannam is created. So for us, it's either fujur or taqwa. فَأَلْهَمَهَا فُجُورَهَا وَتَقْوَاهَا. You have been ordained. You have been ordained. You have been ordained. Ilham for you. You can find the difference. You can actually find the difference between right and wrong. You know the difference between your mother and your sister. You know the difference between your wife and your sister. You have been ordained. You know the difference. So tomorrow don't come to me and say, oh Allah, I didn't know. Because you know. Allah says, I am saying it. And before Allah Rabbul Izzat, comes up with this ayat for us. Allah Rabbul Izzat swears 7 times. 7 times Allah swears before Allah Rabbul Izzat narrated this ayah on us. وَالشَّمْسِ وَضُحَاهَا وَالْقَمَرِ إِذَا تَلَاهَا وَالنَّهَارِ إِذَا جَلَّاهَا وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا يَغْشَاهَا وَالسَّمَاءِ وَمَا بَنَاهَا وَالْأَرْضِ وَمَا طَحَاهَا. 6 times he swears. And all these 6 times actually depict the passing of time. The passing of time. The movement of the sun, the coming in of the moon, right? The skies, who have seen everything. The earth, right, was witness to everything. The days, the passing of days, and the coming in of the nights, which are witness to what all humans did in this world. All these 6 things, they depict time. And why is Allah swearing on time? Because Allah knows that my creation, Allah knows that humans know that time is the most important thing in their lives. Don't we say, listen, I can't do this, I don't have the time to do this. What is the meaning of this? That whatever you're asking me to do, I don't consider it worth doing. So that's why we say, I don't have the time to do this. So Allah is actually swearing on that particular time which we value a lot. But the 7th qasam is the most important qasam. Allah says, وَنَفْسٍ وَمَا سَوَّاهَا. Oh my abd, I swear on your life now. And I swear on your life, and I swear on the Zat that created you. Like we say, oh my dear son, I swear on your life, and I swear on the life of your father and your grandfather and everyone. How important that swear is, can you imagine? How important that qasam is. The 7th qasam. I swear on your life. Don't come to me tomorrow and come and say, oh Allah, I didn't know. Nowhere in the Quran, Allah has sworn so many times. That's why this surah is in particular a very, very important surah. Why? We have been given the options. On the other hand, when we come in this world, we are absolutely illiterate. We know nothing. We have to go to the madrasa. We have to go to the school. That's why we say, if the parents are deendar, then that particular child is bound to be a deendar child. If the parents are not deendar, God help that child. Why? Because the mother's lap is the first nursery to a child. Mother's lap is the first nursery to a child. So we have to learn. And then Allah also says, وَمَا أُوتِيتُم مِّنْ عِلْمٍ إِلَّا قَلِيلًا. And whatever you've learned, dear Mufti Sahab, dear Mavi Sahab, dear Dr. Sahab, dear Professor Sahab, dear Mr. PhD, whatever you know, I have given it. I have given it, and I have also given it to you very qaleel. You know very little. As it is, you know very little. That is the reason why our elders tell us that if you want to follow deen, you can't use your aql over there. You have to do naql. If you want to follow deen, you have to do naql, not use your aql over there. Very quickly, I'll just narrate you something that 3 years ago, we went on Hajj. About 250 people go for Hajj with me by the grace of Allah every year. So, Mawlana Tariq Jamil Sahab, he does his bayan in the morning and in the evening.